I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. I don't need a suit, a bookcase, a script to do and tell you what I need to do. I've worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. This August, I will have been doing this for 50 years. Yep, my gray hair shows. Anyway, most of you have come to me because you've seen me on the news. I have about 6,000 subscribers. I do this for 3 reasons. So to give you the truth, to make sure you fully understand and educate you, and number 3, to go ahead and make sure you're not being ripped off. I started this because I seen so many YouTubes out there and the people are reading scripts. They're just selling themselves up and down like, you know, they're the savior of the world. At the end of the day, there's only about 5% of the people really know what they're talking about. Anyway, you can see all my news clips and all my cast of characters. I work with all the former IRS agents at 777irs.com. That's 777irs.com. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about a problem that I get many calls on a week, a month, and that is simply this: your tax resolution company or your accountant is doing nothing about your IRS problem. I get this really all the time, and you're really worried and scared, and people want to know what to do. So just let me give you some real general advice in an order of what you should do. First of all, you should continue to call the office and contact whoever has your case. If it's a small company, you're not going to have a problem. If it's a larger company, you're going to have to do whatever. These big tax resolution companies are the worst. If you owe them money or haven't completed the case, and if you're on a payment agreement, they are not going to work your case. Let me explain. They are not going to work your case. They're going to stall until you pay them all the money. I just had a guy call me. They actually extended his case out 1.5 years. He kept paying and paying, didn't pay the last 2 payments, and they shut him down and they revoked the power of attorney. So 2 things are happening when you owe this money. Either the firm is not working your case or you haven't paid your bill. If in fact that you've done both of those, then what the next step is, you got to call every single day and bug them. You've got to follow them with a fax and a digital confirmation on an e-fax or email, whatever, that you in fact have contacted them, and send the faxes and email out. What you're doing is building a paper trail. If they're still not doing anything, you need to send out a certified letter. After that, it'd be nice if you could know an attorney, any attorney, to send a letter telling them that, and maybe you can just go in and they won't charge a lot, just to send a letter saying we're representing you, we want a return of money. Usually when you bring up money, they'll contact you. The next thing that you can do is find out who signs your power of attorney. It's got to be a CPA enrolled agent or an attorney. At that point in time, you're going to have to write a letter to that person and say, listen, if you don't respond to me, don't give them a lot of time. Don't give them any more than 5 days to respond. You're wasting your time. What you can do is you can go to the Department of Regulation in that state. You can contact the IRS people at Circular 230. And then you can go on social media to start complaining. You only want to really do this really when it gets bad. Remember, if you haven't paid your bill and you're on a payment plan, the big firms are going to put you on layaway. At the end of the day, you've got to be careful who you choose. If you have a case that's prominent or imminent, you probably are going to want to get someone else to get jumping on this case, revoke the power of attorney for that other company, and have someone new started. If it's a sizable amount or you have issues that you're really afraid of may happen. Anyway, you're allowed to just go ahead and send me a comment or call me, but you have to go ahead and make sure that company is really defending you properly. Remember, if you've chosen a big tax resolution company, you've probably made your first mistake, because they're held to deal with and to get by. And I'm telling you right now, until you paid them in full, they're not going to work your case. That's the best I have. You can leave me a comment. You can call me. My information is below. Give me a subscription if you would. I'd really appreciate it. Subscriptions actually show YouTube I'm giving people good information, so I would appreciate that. Thank you for listening. I welcome your calls, comments. We do representation work, obviously. Thank you. Oh, by the way, this is 5:07, and I was very faithful to my time.